Okay, you could stop doing that. Yeah.
I was worried that there weren't any waveforms, but I see them now.
Waveform has entered the sector.
Oh, no. No.
Soon, our takeover
Let's
of the
stop.
podcast will be complete.
Yes, indeed.
Grandma, get out of here.
I'm not Grandma, I'm Waveform.
Oh, sorry. Just sound a lot like my grandmother.
I just tend to go all over the place. I make waves.
Yeah, that's not going to be irritating or difficult for an audience to comprehend who's talking if you're doing multiple characters.
Which is why we must destroy Earth.
Yeah, I feel like teaming up with you was a bad idea.
Barbscreen.
Welcome to Talking Fail. I'm your host this week, Barbscreen. With me I have Will.
Hi. It's nice to see you guys.
Prepare for your doom. Also, I have Ethan.
I think you gave me tetanus. Can we talk about that after the show?
No.
Thanks.
And finally, we have Artur.
It's nice to have you back, Barbscreen. I prefer you over, who was the other host?
I'm right here, guys. we're both sharing a microphone. Also,
In your closet?
yeah. Also, I might have
Yeah, it's a
tetanus
bit
too.
cramped in that closet, huh? Probably getting poked.
So, how are you guys doing?
I'm great!
Okay, are you Tony the Tiger? Is that what that is?
You know, just cornflakes haven't been doing as well as they used to. Ever since those tigers started kneeling for the anthem, just nobody's interested.
Way to blow his cover.
Yeah, it was a really weird thing to protest. One thing that we actually neglected to talk about last week was back to 4th of July. Ethan, you came over to and hung out with us, with Will and I, and my family at my grandparents' house.
I did. Yeah, it was nice for you to officially invite me once I got there.
Well, I mean, what are we going to do? Kick you out? No matter how many times I suggested it, kick you out? God, Tyler, kick him out. But no, it was great for you to show up.
Hey, your grandparents thought I was charming. It was, yeah. No, I enjoyed it. Thank you for the invitation to a Cardwell firework spectacular.
You know that thing in TV shows where like someone gets paired up with someone else and the main character's like, oh my God, that's going to be a disaster. I need to get them away from them. And then like 20 minutes he comes back and they're like all laughing and like, how did those people get along? It doesn't make any sense. That's pretty much what happened with Ethan and my grandparents.
But it sounded like it. We were concerned for a while, but it sounded like you're okay.
It was really funny because I could tell you guys thought that I was like trapped by the conversation.
He doesn't have a parachute.
And about 30 minutes in, your grandmother was even telling your grandfather, like, honey, I think we're keeping him. Like, we should stop talking. And I look over, I'm like, they're not going to play Catan yet. Like, no, I'm enjoying this. Like, we can keep having a conversation.
Ethan,
like, I was actually having like a really engaged conversation with
trying
them.
to parachute, and you were just so committed.
Oh, this sad kid. What is he? Just go. Just go. We're going to die soon. We don't have time for this. I know we all have a finite amount of time, but our end is really close. Please.
We only have so many more days with our family to be disappointed by. Can you just let us have this time together? No, it was I enjoyed talking to your grandparents, especially about like the widespread disappointment of a generation and their offspring. Like just generally.
Yeah, their parents and their parents' offspring. Oh man, what a disappointment. Good thing we're turning it around, right, Ethan?
We're turning it somewhere. No, but it was a good conversation spanning their childhood. I found out Tyler, your dad, and Will, your dad, drowned. That was cool.
Oh yeah, that must have been fun. That must have been a fun story while next to the pool.
No, yeah. So I found out he drowned. Found out how they met. Talked about their parents and how they got together, and we talked about religion.
At one point, I'm like talking to my dad while Ethan is talking to my grandparents, and we just like stop talking, just like naturally, and we just overhear what Ethan is saying, and he's like something about I don't buy that Jesus died on the cross. What was it? Can you repeat the joke, Ethan? But it was something that we were very concerned about until we heard the punchline, and then we were both like, whew. I thought that was about to go real bad.
The only thing that I can think of was your grandma was talking about like the difference between her upbringing in church, because she went to a Nazarene, like a really strict Baptist church where dancing, cards, and bowling sent you to hell type of church.
Mm-hmm.
And
real Bible stuff.
And we started talking about like religious, particularly Christian perspectives on or evolving perspectives on like what's moral and not. Like growing up, the act of drinking alcohol in itself was a sin, or the act of smoking it all was a sin. We were talking about that, and I said, like, you know, I just don't buy that, you know, the story where Jesus turns water into wine, how that went down was, okay, guys, we're out of alcohol, so I'm going to do you a solid. I'm going to do some mind freaks and turn this water into wine. But, guys, I will be carding at the beginning of the table, and 2 drinks max per everybody, okay? Those are God's rules. I don't want to see anybody with a 3rd glass in this house. And then your grandma goes like, yeah, you know the joke that the only reason they ran out of they had plenty of wine until Jesus and his disciples showed up.
Old people jokes.
Is a little known fact, Jesus is actually like Captain America. He can't get drunk. So take that as you will.
I feel like that one's pretty self-explanatory, but okay.
Yeah.
Jesus was actually the first Avenger. People thought it was Captain America for a long time, but we've discovered some new texts that talk about Nick Fury recruiting Jesus first.
Captain Christ reporting for duty.
Language.
All right. So before we get too sacrilegious, we should probably move to something else.
Okay, well, yeah, we haven't asked Artur about the 4th of July. Artur, what's your opinions on Jesus?
He does a pretty good job cleaning my apartment.
No, not Jesus. Jesus.
Wait, Jesus? I don't know. I guess I'd have to ask myself, in this situation, what would Jesus do? And I think he would clean my apartment. What do I think of Jesus? I don't know, man. He's a dude, and he had a lot of fish. Like he really liked fish, like, and bread. Like just bring some beef in there once in a while. Come on.
Yeah, fish and chips is a holy meal.
Do you think at one point Jesus was trying to like console one of his buddies that had just gotten dumped, and he's like, "Come on, Joseph." No, not Joseph. That would be really weird. Who's a different one? John?
Don't be sad. Don't be sad, John. I will make you fishers of men. Jesus, that's not. I'm not into. I understand what you're trying to do here, but I don't think that's going to work out for me.
I mean, Luke over there is into that.
No judgment, man. No judgment. I'm not gonna pin him to a cross. That's not my deal.
It's not for me to judge.
All right, we're 19 minutes into alienating some part of our audience. Artur, how was your 4th of July?
It was great. We celebrated the Russian independence.
There's no such thing.
Yeah, you got me.
From what?
Every day is a celebration of Russian independence.
Russians' independence from individual freedom.
From when you got independent from your stuff.
Independent.
I got some of it back. I was I was at your guys' party, but just kind of off to the side.
I thought your grandma looked kind of scrawny and her haircut was really modern.
Oh, damn it. I was going to play a game to see if you could guess who I was.
Was Grandpa in on it?
Oh, he was in all right.
God.
You guys have been making fun of your grandparents this last 20 minutes.
You know what? What I realized was I found out I like their grandparents more than they like their grandparents.
Hey, well, no one's saying we don't like our grandparents. Well, everyone just slow down.
Except I'm getting notifications while I'm at the table with them of Will posting photos of me talking to them and going, he needs help. To be fair, the photo you got of me makes me look the most uncomfortable and anxious of any photo I've ever seen of myself.
So Will, did your grandpa escape?
Yeah, it's at one point he did eventually escape.
Oh, yeah. Why am I asking? I was there. Of course he did.
For the listeners that don't get to see this picture, I just snapped a picture of Ethan talking to my grandparents and sent it to the group Discord and was like, he's all trapped and alone.
My legs also look really, really white compared to your granddad's head.
Okay. Thanks, Ethan.
All right.
Well,
definitely gonna leave that in.
What was your posture? Where were your legs? Let's just get to the chase.
Well, my left one. So I split the difference. Okay. I had them on the floor under my chair. I couldn't actually reach the floor, but they were pointed there.
Hey, Ethan.
So an article headline caught my eye.
Tyler,
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry. Real quick. Ethan, my father literally just like at 4th of July was saying how much you've improved on the podcast, and he doesn't hate hearing you talk anymore. Are you sure you want to keep going with this bit?
Your grandfather is tan. I really enjoyed getting to talk with your grandparents.
Okay.
Sincerely.
All right.
And talking about Jesus.
All right.
It was actually interesting.
Okay. Sounds good.
I've never felt more pressure before. To go to just, it's not just improve, it's go from being actively disliked, which I fully agree.
Oh yeah, definitely.
With his review.
Oh yeah, I mean
100%. There's no doubt. There's no doubt.
I don't think you can disagree with that.
We started the podcast when I was taking 60 milligrams of Adderall every day. There's no way it was going to go well.
Yeah, we actually did that on
but
purpose.
I digress.
We just really wanted to embarrass you. And we were like, this is the max he's ever been on.
Ethan's going through a really hard time. He's on 11 medications right now. We should what if we did a podcast and we invite him?
That sounds
and then judge him.
Really funny. We should do that.
Well, so Ethan, unless you object, you're on 11 medications before. Are you? What are you? How many are you on now, if any?
It's about 10
almost 10 less. I assume you're okay. You feel much better. You're happy. You're on 1 versus 11.
Yes. Not fully attached to the medication. It's not the full picture. I am in a much better place than I was a year ago when we started the podcast.
Well, yeah, you're in Sacramento, so with us.
Well, okay. I'm doing kind of better. Will added some.
He was doing
variables.
good, and then you brought you up, and now he's.
Yeah.
Not a better literal place.
Will, I've been really trying to just focus on the positive, which makes me exclude a lot of the negative, but that's why you're around. Thanks, buddy.
Oh yeah, I'm around, and we record Cruising Craigslist, so that probably makes you feel better,
and then I
there.
get texts, Ethan, help with the edit. I can't do it anymore. No, but seriously,
Ethan, how could you disclose word for word exactly what I sent to you?
Well, I mean, you shouldn't leave voice messages. It's just not flattering.
How dare you dox me like this?
No, that's not doxing. This is doxing. If you take a right or a left on and after going down on and then take a right at the gas station and then keep going to the stop sign and take another left. And then you'll go down the road and it naturally turns right. You're going to want to pass the group of adolescent Black and Hispanic men. And after that group...
Whoa, he's getting really specific, guys.
You take a left into the complex and you're going to drive straight into the mailbox. And once you get out of the mailbox, you're going to keep walking down the path. And you're going to take a right. You're going to look at the pool, and you're going to see a lot of kids in that pool. And then you're going to look in the left, and you're going to see some beady eyes peering out of a window. That's the apartment. You walk up to the door, and before you can knock, the door opens, and a pale arm comes around to unlock the screen door. So after that, you walk in, and then you turn right at the couch, and you pass the gerbil in a cage. And you pass that gerbil and you go right and you enter the eating bedroom with a poster of Bear Force One, the band, a poster of Tumnus from Narnia, Randy Savage from some sort of Shakespeare thing, and a lot of sticky notes that might say stuff that I can't actually repeat now that I'm...
Yeah, if you can't repeat them on this show, they must be really bad.
Here, I'll say one of them. Child kill.
Okay, and what does that represent, or what's the purpose of that?
Oh, but then the kill is crossed out, and then written underneath it says care.
Okay, what were we doing before this?
We were doing Will and Tyler's dad annual Ethan review, which I actually have a work performance review. So the timing is this is great.
If you have like a section where you can put in like your own comments, just put in Will and Tyler's dad. I feel like I've made major improvements over the last year, and not explain anymore.
That is what I did. I did send that letter to my parole officer.
Well, that's good.
So what are your guys' goals this week?
Well, I've got a podcast to edit for the weekend. Not sure how that's going to go based on how tonight's going, but trying to stay optimistic.
Oh yeah, the punchline to my Jesus joke was he turns to John after he's been broken up with and says, "There's plenty of fish in the sea," and then he turns one fish into two. Yeah, sorry I didn't finish that thought earlier.
And that's how we've come to find that threesomes are biblical.
This has been the Talking Fail Bible Minute.
Will's Caged Wisdom.
Join us next week when you might hear Will say,
I think Jesus had a couple decent ideas that a few people might listen to.
All right. See you then.
And all gays should go to hell.
Almost made it through.
Well, that's offensive. You can't say all of them because H&M has to come from somewhere. That doesn't.
What's H&M stand for?
I'm sure some of them are nice people. I don't think they're all. It's just they're not sending us their best.
China.
Did you just say Gina?
Yes, the wonderful giant, the big country of China. They're over there in the Asian part of the world.
China. and we will respond to North Koreatown with fire and fury.
And Barb Wire.
It's only a matter of time.
Hey, congratulations on getting that contract with the DMZ. That's a pretty big gig.
It's a big win for me.
That's like the Coachella of geopolitical tension.
It's like the Coachella and the Auschwitz of that whole political thing. It's great for me. Bad for them, but pretty good for me.
Did you just compare Coachella to Auschwitz?
It's combined.
Woo! We're going to Auschwitz! Gas chambers playing on the main stage!
To be fair, I don't think anyone's ever been that excited for Coachella, Ethan.
You know, it sounded like a rave, and then they turned it into one of those silent concerts.
Also, a small beer is $15. It's a ripoff.
So, okay, over this many episodes, there has to be at least 3 hours worth of Auschwitz content, and I'm just thankful that we don't have enough fans to produce a hypercut.
I was gonna say we should get Anna to skim through all 64 episodes, previous episodes, and find all the Auschwitz sections.
Hard cut to Anna's voiceover, and now, a Talking Fails presents History of Auschwitz.
There we go. We can take like a week off if we can get her to do that. Let's bring it up next week.
She's asking for a raise, you guys, which she deserves.
What has she done?
She's been like go-to content for you for at least 8 episodes. You just keep bringing up like, oh, Anna can do that. It's like referencing the narrator or like, hey, Jonathan, the producer. Hey, David, back booth boy. Yeah, you doing the job.
I don't think I really rely on her that much. Also, we don't pay her at all, so any form of payment would be a raise. So
exactly. So just give her $1 and say, here's your
annual bonus.
Infinite.
Yeah,
percent.
Tyler's the one rolling in this Patreon money now. You know, he doesn't even need us.
Did you see? He just moved into a closet. I'm still recording in my bedroom.
Closet, Tyler?
It's like 3 by.
Is it like an open floor
10?
plan?
Yeah, it's very open. You know, the clothes
Like
help muffle
granite
sound.
Granite shelf tops.
It's the most open-minded closet I've seen in the greater Sacramento area.
All right. Well, is it too early to wrap up the show? Yes. Okay. Oh boy.
It's never too early to wrap up, Tyler.
Now, I
Remember
really
that,
need
kids.
a walk-in closet. And this one's really big. But where's my husband gonna put all his clothes?
Oh, sorry. Did Will's microphone just start picking up a random House Hunters episode?
Barbscreen, what are you doing here?
Oh, geez, guys. My wife's here. Oh, my ex. Oh, boy. This is going to be awkward.
It's time for Bumblebee to get revenge. Autobots,
now,
roll in.
Now, honey, I know that this house is like $500,000 out of our price range, but have you seen these countertops?
We can get our own countertops for less than what we'd be paying extra for the house. Also, this house is not in the.
But look at the paint job that's been done. I mean, wow.
I literally run my own paint company. I can do this in I can have 4 Mexicans in here in 10 minutes. It's not. No.
There's only one true Jesus.
And it's almost perfect. All we have to do is put a pool in. But that's not a big deal. That's not a big deal at all.
Every other house we saw has a pool, except for this one. But just do one of the other 4 houses we saw.
At least there's 2 sinks, so we won't be bumping into each other when we're getting ready for work in the morning. And I'm sure this train doesn't run very often, right? I know it's really loud and everything, and it shakes the house, but it probably doesn't go by that often. Probably just forget that it's even there.
I just Googled it. It runs every hour on the hour.
Oh, Isn't that something? It'll be like our own personal clock. Honey, we're throwing out all the clocks.
What, even Clocktor, my best friend?
Boy, I don't know how long I can keep that up. I haven't even seen an episode of House Hunters.
Oh, well, finally you say it. This marriage has been grinding along for 10 years, and oh, now you don't know if you can keep going. There's your jump start. Go with it.
I'm not sure if I want a jump start.
Archer, how's it going?
Oh, what?
It's so funny watching his microphone go from mute and then just somebody mentions his name and it comes back on. What are you doing?
Archer, you're just sitting there and using up bandwidth for the rest of our recordings. Like, what are you doing?
I didn't realize there was bandwidth.
You're contractually obligated to. We split this up evenly between the four of us. You need to contribute some more.
I mean, I made it for 70% of all talking, like the first half of the show.
Yeah,
I mean, episodes.
That's the improving that my dad was talking about.
Exactly. I'm trying to get it down to 22.
Mm-hmm. Wait, is that when you die?
Yeah, 6 months left, boys.
Well, invite me. I'll be there.
We'll share my shotgun.
Everybody line up in a row.
I'll go at the end, but it's birdshot and it doesn't make it all the way through. Ah, dang it, so close. I never get included.
All right, who had 3 people? Did anybody else have 3 people? All right, Kevin.
That's the limit. We did
Kevin,
it. We busted the myth.
Kevin, you had 4. All right, you win the pool. All right, see you guys all next week for. I'll bring the rope.
So what is it? We all make bets with a notary, and we all say what we think it's going to be, and it's our will, and whoever gets the bet right, the notary will notarize that person's
What's
will.
up?
Man, I like that.
Ethan, Will is confused because he doesn't understand that his name is also a word in the English language.
We need to come up with a workaround for that. What should we do? Like youngest Cardwell? Baby
I'm
boy.
technically not the youngest Cardwell, Ethan. Just
of this generation.
This generation? The one that we're in currently?
Okay, you know what? I'll add a conversation. You're the youngest Cardwell that matters.
Oh, thank you.
Ethan?
Yeah?
Am I in the group that matters?
Yeah, Tyler.
Okay, good.
You know, mattering goes from oldest to youngest.
Okay, good. Thanks. I was concerned there for a minute.
So I mean, you know how siblings work. It's oldest,
So everyone
then
above
second
me
child,
matters?
then accident, then not aborted.
Oh man! At first, I was excited that I wasn't the accident, but then I was very, very disappointed since I am the 4th born. Hey, Barbscreen.
Yes?
What's your favorite movie?
The Emperor's New Groove.
Oh, I kind of thought it would be Barb Wire, starring Pamela Anderson.
No, that would be too easy, wouldn't it? Did you want to talk about the movie Barb Wire, starring Pamela Anderson?
She has big boobs, right?
Yeah, that's a big fake boob lady. She was also in Baywatch, and I kind of discovered after recording that there was like a little a 7 Degrees to Bacon thing with Barbscreen and Pamela Anderson from Baywatch.
Oh, okay.
And apparently she starred in this R-rated action movie called Barb Wire, and it was made in 1996 because I think that was the last year Pamela Anderson was allowed to be in a movie or something. And anyone like to take bets on who did the soundtrack?
It'd be hilarious if it was Tommy Lee.
Ding, 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 it's Tommy Lee. Because I believe at the time they were married, right? The movie grossed in the USA $3.7 million. That's pretty good.
That's not bad. What was their budget?
Shoot. It doesn't show the budget. I'll Google. $23 million.
Okay, so yeah, that $3 million return isn't really as cool as we thought it was a minute ago.
Yikes.
I mean, how much did they spend on hairspray alone?
Oh man, I wish that you could see like breakdowns of where all the money went in a movie. And when I was watching the trailer for this movie, I discovered something interesting. The character I think is like her partner is played by the guy who plays Jango Fett in the Star Wars prequels.
Oh, Tamora. I'm blanking on his last name.
Why is Tamora?
I think his first name is Tamora. Who is Tamora?
I'm not seeing anyone named Tamora. Maybe
Jango Fett actor.
Oh, here he is. He plays a character named Axel.
Jango Fett was played by Temuera Morrison.
I was close.
The film takes place in the distant year of 2017.
I just watched the trailer, and it looks like Mad Max taking place in Oakland with a lot of BDSM leather.
I don't know if it's worth interrupting, but Will and I just got a group text. I'm assuming you got it too, Will, from our grandma, asking to she needs help with the guest room TV and she can't get it to work, and she's expecting one of us to be able to troubleshoot it over text without knowing what the problem is.
You know, as you do, you can just solve stuff without seeing any of it.
Yeah, so just a little insight into
how do you think psychology works? That's like the whole premise.
No, yeah, that's the thing where you can move with things with your mind, right?
At least that's what I'm going to school for. I'm trying to move my salary up to $40,000 with my mind.
We should probably wrap up the show. Did anybody have any final thoughts?
Wrap up. But we're just getting started. We're on such a roll, Tyler.
Rest in peace this episode.
Welcome back to the land of the living, Betty White, after you were and I forget, I think TMZ broke the news incorrectly, and that's what I heard about. Blame TMZ.
Artur, are you still here? Wow, guess not.
So rest in peace this episode, and long live a less hated podcast, Ethan.
Huzzah. All right, Artur, if you're here, you can hit stop.
Oh,
you don't even have to get on the microphone. You can just hit stop. Oh, no.
Oh, no, we're
Guys,
stuck here.
We're trapped forever.
Oh, no.
Imagine, if you will, a podcast that never ends. You've now stepped into the Twilight Zone.
Are we not allowed to leave? But what about my heart out?
Maybe if we say Artur's name together
3 times.
3 times. We can summon him. All right, here we go.
Start us off, Tyler.
1, 2, 3.
Artur.
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 Artur.